Hello everybody, welcome back to Stellaris, playing as the joined Hive Mind. Still exploring our early system, but we've looked at a lot of new mechanics that have been added into the game. Gonna look at the chat here and see what's going on.
Situation log.
Seems like there's a lot of issues with some people having problems with the buffering. I'm not too sure why. I hope it's not my issue. It would make me really sad if it were my problem. Either way. What are the must-have mods for Stellaris anyways? So there's really not a lot of DLC that's been added into the game so far. It's actually relatively new. I would say the Leviathan's story pack is pretty darn cool, adds a lot of late-game content, and Utopia is the first expansion for the game. Everything else is optional as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't worry too much about cosmetic overrides and stuff like that. Encounter in Gatana. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Gatana system. These strange objects have been flagged as beta aliens, which we can also learn about. And we have fully surveyed a planetary system. Still waiting on getting 90 minerals so we can get another... mining station. So, the Voon Okon Archivists, or Archivists, whatever. They are fanatic materialists, keepers of knowledge. We are, and you are the joined. Greetings, well met. Stay out of our space. This isn't a fallen empire, a stagnant ascendancy. Oh no! Hang on, let's go back to the galactic map mode and find out. Yeah, that appears to be a fallen empire on our borders. Okay, well, let's stay out of their space and not mess with them. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, the news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. Now, why are there different feelings? We're a hive mind. We all think alike. This confirms that we have long suspected we are not alone in the galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular Xenos appear to have been active in the galactic stage for some time. Their empire is likely thousands of years old, and their technology is far ahead of our own. We should be careful when dealing with them. Alright, so, for these guys then, having a fallen empire right on our borders scares me a little bit, not gonna lie. Let's see, policies, ship designers, there we go. So they're a stagnant ascendancy. Unable to conquer or colonize planets. They're not going to go anywhere. What I'm trying to figure out is what they care about, what I would do to upset them. They are dedicated to hoarding knowledge and technology. They may offer tasks and or demand tribute from lesser empires to achieve this end. Huh. Yeah, these guys are scary. They are way, way, way stronger than we are. We do not want to upset them in any way at all. I will stay clear of their space from here on out. Yes? And we're not going to colonize anywhere near them because that's undoubtedly going to provoke them. And we have established communications with another alien race. A couple of them, apparently. The Rothak Empire. A martial empire. They are hegemonic imperialists. They are authoritarian militarists. Okay. So, yeah, that's worth a little bit of extra influence for first meeting them. Look kind of cool, actually. I think these guys are pretty awesome. Greetings. We don't have any special greeting types we can offer them because we are, well, a hive mind. We don't have any ethics. Did we meet somebody else, though? No, we could research some other ones, though. So let's go to the situation log here. Precursors, the Voltum. Artifacts recovered. Yeah, I've had trouble with that in the past. So we could spend some of our society research trying to investigate some more aliens, but I think I'll hold off at least for the time being and try to get through some more tech. One of our fleets is missing in action, but he'll return from Fallen Empire space relatively soon, I think. Alright, scientists, why don't you go to, let's say, this system here, and you survey this system here. Construction ship, we finally have all the minerals we need. Let's build another mining station here. So we have 6 minerals in our starting location and no energy. Not great. Special project failed. Our linguists have been unable to identify understand the entirety of the alien language. However, they managed to translate the essentials, which has given us a glimpse into the culture they originated from. Alright, so we get a tiny bit of influence out of that. Not great. Could be a lot worse, though. No access. Yep, I'm aware. And inactive buildings. Okay, so our Unity building still needs to be built. We're still trying to grow out one of our pops. Do we want to pull off of something else in order to get more Unity? I'm going to say no for the time being. I was kind of hoping we'd get a lot more minerals here. But it's there, so it produces 2 Unity. If we had a population working there, we'd get a lot more. We're up to 53 right now. So it's okay. It's not so bad. How's chat doing? Does habitability even matter if it doesn't work as a happiness cap? You know, it's a very good question. That would be something worth testing, wouldn't it? But I think it does. I think it has a little bit to do as well with the effectiveness of the pops.
Complete.
But you're right, happiness wouldn't be an issue, so that's a very good question. I'm not too sure. Maybe habitability is not an issue at all. We'll test that out. We'll try to do that, figure that out for sure. Let's go to Garbanog's Dwelling. We'll place more mineral outposts there. What else we got? How Pravus makes series. This is not how I typically do them. Looking through. These guys won't mind colonizing near them. Will they not? I guess they aren't really that defensive of their territory, but I suspect that if I were to inhabit this planet and increase my borders and they lost any of their border growth, I would imagine that upsets them a little bit. I don't know. That's something I'd like to test at some point if we could. But I'm always nervous around fallen empires. It's not like we have any habitable planets here anyway. Hey, we have our first tradition available. All right, guys. We're going to need to figure out what to do. So in this early game, I think expansion and discovery are probably the strongest. Discovery because it helps you detect anomalies and stuff, get those early boosts a little bit faster. You can get a lot of extra science from surveying planets and stuff. Alternatively, expansion so you can get your colonies up and running a little bit faster. That said, so far we've only found one potentially habitable planet, which we haven't really looked at yet. Let's do that now. It's actually got a pretty reasonable amount of resources on it. It's not too bad. Some food, minerals, and stuff. It's a pretty good balanced world. It's a little small for my tastes, but otherwise, it's not terrible. What about this world? Also okay. Not bad. A little bit larger, though, and this has unstable tectonics, which reduces habitability and happiness. Happiness doesn't matter. In fact, 4 engineering research on 1 tile plus an extra 20% boost. That's pretty strong. You get a lot of engineering research out of this planet. Not too bad, not too bad. So we could go for expansion. Let's think that through for a second. So discovery, what this does, if we adopt it, we are reducing the cost of research stations so we can get our science running a little bit faster. Finishing it off, we'll increase our research speed by a flat 10%. Pretty strong across the board. Really good for science. To boldly go. Anomaly fail risk reduced by 10%, and discovering them increased by 15%. That's kind of important in the early game, in my opinion. It's not just reducing the fail risk, it's the fact that you even find more anomalies to begin with, which can get you some pretty nice extra resources. I do like that a lot. Planetary Survey Corps. We gain research points equal to 1/3 of our monthly gain whenever we survey planets. So the more planets we are surveying, the more research we get. Pretty good. Science Division reduces the cost of recruiting more scientists. Leader skill levels increased again by 1. We've already got a lot of buffs that are working toward our advantage there. Faith in Science. Assists research, increases happiness by 10%. That is worthless to us. So I guess there are some downsides to going for discovery. Maybe expansion would be better for us. What do you guys think? Alternatively, there is Supremacy. Increases our border range by another 20%. Makes us much better at war as well. Fire rate and stuff like that. Ship build costs, naval capacity goes up. War score costs, army damage. Unity output increased by 10% for rivaling a neighbor. Admiral skills increased by 2. Pretty good for warfare. What are you guys thinking? You think a straw poll? All right, let's open up a straw poll. Ah, hang on. Ah, if I scroll off the window, creates a problem. Straw poll. Let's go ahead and create one. Doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-doop. Traditions. I'm going to say expansion, discovery are probably our best 2 options, but I'll include supremacy, just in case. Let's go ahead and create the poll. Here comes the link, everybody. All right, go ahead and click on the link. Let me know what you guys think. What's going to be best for us? Discovery is really strong for getting early game science and stuff like that, getting those extra anomalies. The downside is this Faith of Science is worthless to us. But once you finish Discovery, 10% research speed is pretty good. Really good scientific focus. So I'm curious what you guys are going to think. Let's see the results. So far, expansion is winning. Not by a lot, though. Get in there and vote, everybody. Still looks like expansion's going to be the winner so far. It's getting kind of close, though. All right. I'm going to close it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, looks like expansion is going to be the winner. So, what we're going to do from adopting this is every new colony we start is going to get an additional pop, which is going to help it grow a little bit faster. Not so bad. We'll be able to work toward that colonization fever for extra unity. Growth time reduction will be pretty nice. Effect on the tradition cost is also quite good. Now, unity, the tradition cost is affected, from what I understand, both by population numbers and the number of planets you have grown, colonized. Sort of similar to science. So this reduces that effect a little bit. Kind of like going for one of the civics in Civilization 5, where I think it's a Liberty idea, where it reduces the cost from expanding out. So it's not so bad. Reach for the stars for the frontier outpost could be pretty good. All right, we're going to go ahead and adopt this. That means we probably do want to focus on getting some colony ships going ASAP. But for now, let's go to our construction ship in Halfa's core, and let's build another mining station. This science ship apparently is done. We found 2 energy here. This is a terrible start, I'm not going to lie. Really poor minerals and energy so far. Very disappointed by that. We'll go ahead and survey... No, we're already surveying that system. Let's go survey this system instead. Well, no, never mind. I think we're more likely to inhabit this world, so let's go ahead and survey everything that would be within their borders.
System survey complete.
Touch the daily. Notice me, senpai. Hi. Expansion reduces the unity penalty per colony, so it is pretty good to get early. You're right. I do think the Discovery and Expansion are probably the strongest in the early game. We are receiving a transmission from the Emor's Blessed Covenant. We get a tiny bit of influence because they discovered us. Wow, you look kind of cool. Weird little Cthulhu-y aliens. All right, they're spiritualists and xenophobes, fanatic xenophobes. They really don't like meeting other species. Heed this message, aliens. I represent the Emor's Blessed Covenant, led by the illustrious Patriarch Schlarkin. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate. Aye, we're going to devour you later. All right, let's keep our armadas exploring. What else do we want to find out? Let's go here, and then we'll go over here, and over there. We'll explore down this direction, so on. Just looking to see what else we can find. And this armada, we'll send down this arm of the galaxy. Kind of like so. And this armada here has returned to our space, so let's send him this direction. Doop-a-doop-doop. Just finding out whatever's around me. Wow, that's a really long hyperspace lane over here. Huh. You know, kind of building yourself into a corner like this could actually have some pretty nice advantages to it. You never really know. This science ship apparently is done. Let's go and explore... let's say we'll survey this system next.
Construction complete.
Construction complete, okay. Let's take you to this world and get more minerals. Reasonable amount of society research going on over here, too. And this is the Tundra world, which I guess we could look at. So it's got a little bit lower habitability for us because it is not a alpine world, but it's in the same category, so it's not as bad as it could be. Asteroid impacts reduces habitability more, but we have more minerals. Okay. Surprising amount of food on this planet, but a lot of tile blockers, so... Not a good candidate for us, but you know, eventually it's not too bad. How are we doing in chat? Pop equals population. Yes, that is correct. Darth 49 from the end of the straw poll, we decided to go for expansion ideas, or I say ideas, too much EU4. The expansion traditions. All right, more aliens. An anomaly risk. Okay, 10% chance of failure. Observing the massive asteroid AT-866, we have found something. 10% is reasonable to me. We're going to go ahead and accept that. We are starting to run an energy deficit, or at least pretty close to it. So as we continue to expand out more mining stations, that's going to be a problem. How are we doing as far as our research? Still got a ways to go before we get anything done. Pretty weak scientific start for us. It doesn't really help that we already have an industry guy here, does it? This is expertise computing. We have somebody with expertise computing. Really? Solar panel network is considered industrial? I thought if it was in the physics, it could only have a physics subtype, but apparently not. Didn't realize that. Failure! Our team has not been able to deduce anything. Alright, so we got a little bit of extra minerals. Man, you failed already. That was ridiculous. So, here's something new that's been added into the game. We do have a capacity for our food. Now, if I wanted to go to... Where is it? Is it Policy and Edicts? Food stockpiling. There it is. So, you can change how much reserve food you want to have, which can be really good if you're going into a war and you're expecting people to blockade you or something like that. But depending on how much food you're stockpiling will determine how much growth you have. So, for example, minimal... Our food storage capacity is 200, so everything extra we're getting right now is worthless to us. Balance is 1,000, large is 5,000. Didn't this change population growth speed? I thought that it did, but it doesn't say so in the tooltip. If that was the case, minimal was supposed to give you the maximum growth speed. I wonder if they changed that. They might have. They certainly could have. Interesting. We actually have less edicts as a hive mind, too. We could focus on a particular type if we wanted to make the other ones sacrifice, but we'll be okay as is. Why did you not pick the wormhole stations? They are pretty good. The only reason I didn't do it is because I did that last time I played Stellaris. No need to do it again, in my opinion. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Wormholes are really good. You can teleport around pretty quickly. The problem is, if you're in a war and you're trying to chase people down, hyperspace people tend to get away from you very rapidly. I mean, you can cover really quick distances, great distances with Wormhole, but it takes a while to activate it. So I found that fleets were able to evade me super rapidly. Very irritating. Very, very irritating. Let's go ahead and build another mining station. After this, I think we'll go for some energy, and we'll stockpile up some minerals and go for a colony ship. Now, the question is, where do we want to colonize? Let's see. Planets and sectors. Nope, that's not it. Expansion planner. There we go. That's the tool. So, this Alpine world here has 80% habitability. This is the one that has the reduced habitability and happiness, but pretty good engineering output. It's a little bit larger, which I tend to prefer, but it's got really good minerals, not a lot in the way of food or energy. That said, the other Alpine world here has a size of 15, so it's a little bit smaller, has pretty good energy, terrible food. I feel like this is the best candidate, Sam Duran 3. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Let me know in the chat. I am curious. Let's stockpile up those minerals. I want to get a colony ship going. We have expansion ideas. That means we need to expand. All right, found a few more things out over here. Cool. Haven't got any other colonizable planets nearby that I can see. Actually, a shocking lack of planets. This guy has a bunch of them. There's a tundra world here, size 18. An alpine world, size 23. Arctic world, size 23, apparently is pretty good, too. Yeah, those are both really good. We need to conquer these guys, don't we? I think so. We'll continue to survey the nearby systems, though. We may want to build a frontier outpost if we can find something really good. Yeah, I know we need some energy. As soon as I get these minerals going, minerals is always the priority to me, but as soon as we get the minerals done, we'll go ahead and get a mining station around this energy right here. Our borders grew, because I think we just got an extra pop. Let's take a look. Yes, we did. Okay, so we got a little bit of extra minerals and food as a result.
Anomaly found.
Another anomaly has been found. Let's go ahead and research that. Construction ship. Come down here and build a mining station. Get that energy. We're running a deficit right now. And then we'll stock up for a colony ship. Seems we have explored everything over here. Lots of uninhabitable planets for us. Potentially habitable planet here. Size 22, not bad. Size 20, also pretty good. Willing to bet, though, that there are aliens here that we have to research. Hey, look! Sol! We found Earth! Alright, so that's where the humans would be, if they are in the game. They aren't necessarily in the game, but they could be. Wow, you have to go a long way around here, don't you? Can we not access this planet? I would have thought we could go this way. But he wants to go this way. Well, if you want to take the long way around, you could. I just don't think that's very effective. I'd much rather you take the safer path. Let's find out. No. Why not? Why can we not go here? It says that it is connected by hyperspace lane. Is it too great of a distance? I wasn't aware that that was a restriction. Alright then. I guess continue exploring this way. There we go. The first one. Yep. You need energy. Which ascension tree will be following? Not sure yet.
System survey complete.
The biological one kind of makes sense. We can't go for psychic because we are not spiritualists. I think the biological one makes kind of sense. We're almost following like a Zerg path where we infest things and we kind of get ourselves genetically modified. But let's be honest, it's going to take a long time before we get that far into the game, and we probably won't be able to cover that in one stream. So, fruitful endeavors. We found an anomaly that actually produced something. The tropical forests of Ocal 3 to be a host to a special kind of tree blooming with nutritious fruits. Flutes, I almost said flutes. The food produced stores tons of energy and contains all the chemicals our people need to function well. Alright, so growth time and happiness would go up. Probably not something we care that much about. But let's take a look-see. Was it on this planet? Yes. Alright, a tropical world size 25. Pretty darn good planet if only we could inhabit a tropical world, which we cannot. This giant ship has nothing else to do.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Whoop. I think we just lost a ship. Yep, some space amoebas just killed my Corvette. Well, darn. Alright, found our first alien life forms. They absorbed it. We're dead. Cool. Go over here next. So I guess now is probably a pretty decent time to start getting the armadas back together before we start losing a bunch of ships. As soon as we get our first colony, we're probably going to have pirates and stuff we need to worry about. There is 10 minerals in this system. Yowzas. We might want to consider getting a frontier outpost. I don't think it's going to be within the range of this planet. I don't think. Man, I really wish we could get tropical worlds. Hey, monthly influence increased and propaganda broadcasts, which is worthless to us because we're a hive mind. But hey, influence is good. New research. Border range. Sure, border range is pretty good. We might be able to absorb a couple more systems that way. Almost done with the solar panel networks. How's chat looking? It's blocked by the FE somehow. This right here? I'm not sure why. Change stance to passive, not evasive. You could do that. Right now, I think they're already set to passive, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I think you may actually mean the opposite. We want to evade rather than risk standing still. So yeah, if we encounter anything hostile, we'll just run away.
Research complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Oh yay, more happiness. Yeah, so useful as a hive mind, right? Hive will not spawn pirates. Really? Really? Hive does not spawn pirates. I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. Because the whole point was that some of our race goes off and starts spacefaring and becomes pirates. But with the hive mind, we already have one mind. I did not know that, so kudos, thank you. Habitable World Survey. Alright, an event. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Hulfasa, sorry. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life. So we will try to catalog different types of planets. Research here is done for minerals. Excellent, new research. I don't think we need the missiles. We could improve the spaceports, but I kind of like the idea of getting the extra ion thrusters. Let's go ahead and research those. And you know something? I'm going to switch these guys around for a second. Hang on. Switch you. Yes. You. With this guy. Reason being, this guy is already industrially focused. We'll get it ever so slightly faster, I think. Let's take a look at the situation log. So we need to find habitable worlds. 8 habitable worlds have to be surveyed. Already working on that. So that shouldn't take too long. Science ship. Why don't you go, let's say, here. Yeah, we need to conquer these guys, I think. Construction ship. We're no longer running a serious deficit, but it's not great. Can't really build anything else except for research, which I like, but we're also having a little bit of an energy deficit right now. So let's go ahead and send our construction ship home for the time being. I'm not planning on using him right now. What's this? Aliens. Are these space cows? They are! Little weird squid space cow things. Usually not a threat. Usually. But we probably could go ahead and investigate these guys, get some influence. Now, it used to be that you could research all these simultaneously and it wouldn't cost you any extra society. I imagine they patched that out, but let's try it. Can you do that still? It's been a long time since I played Stellaris, so I could be missing some new changes that would be added to the game. Nope, looks like they do them all one at a time. All right, let's go ahead and cancel these for now. One at a time. We'll be fine. How are we doing in chat? Yeah, caps lock was on. I am trying not to punish people for silly things. Solar panel network, excellent. Assist research, no. Power plant, yes. That is also considered industry. Huh. All right, let's go to our spaceport. We actually have almost got enough to build a colony ship, so you know what? I'm going to build this first because we're so close and it takes a long time to get a colony going. But after that, we will build a solar panel network. Let's build our first colony ship, and we shall expand! The worst system has been fully investigated. Good. Okay, what else should we look at? Probably this one right now. Might be within our borders, slightly. First Armada. Yep, you're doing fine. Why don't you come home? Doop-a-doop-doo. Hey, we have new traditions available! Alright, excellent. Capital buildings produce unity. Probably not useful for us right now because our colonies are not large enough. Frontier outposts aren't useful either right now. We could go for colonization fever, and that will work toward a new life, which is really quite good. Courier network would be also really quite good to reduce our tradition costs. That might be better, actually, in the long run. I think we go for the colonization fever. That's going to cost us 92 unity. Done. All right. A colony costs 8 energy per month. Yes, that is true. We might have a little bit of a deficit for a time. But we need to get a colony going. I mean, we have expansion ideas. I don't really see any advantage to waiting on those. The Tiyanki, a space-born life form, which the Joined Head Society research has come to refer to as the Tiyanki, are docile creatures. These will be the space cows. Alright, they graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. Yeah, they're not really much of a threat to us. Tech option available to us, frequency tuning. Don't think that's going to be a very high priority for us right now. Hey, another anomaly. Let's go ahead and research that. Maybe we get something useful. Who knows? It's worth a shot. Really, really wish that this planet had some more minerals nearby, but what can you do? It's all randomly generated anyway, right? Threat food, go for Unity. Cost for Unity skills will increase for each planet you control. That is correct. I think it also has something to do with the number of pops you have, but as you get more traditions, the cost goes up. I think as you have more population, the cost goes up. As you have more planets, the cost goes up. So yeah, a lot of stuff making Unity more and more expensive. I think if you want to go for a really strong Unity playthrough, you want to keep a tight-knit empire. Small, defensive, peaceful. The Voltum satellite. A small Voltum satellite was found in orbit of Delphine Illa. It has been set up to continuously repeat a message until its power source drained millions of years ago. We salvaged this transmitter array, but could only recover a small portion of the transmission. The main purpose of the satellite was apparently to preach the dominant Voltum philosophy to neighboring civilizations. Its message speaks about the need to disconnect and to embrace true existence, whatever that means. Special project is now available. Probably should go ahead and do that, right? We need to have a scientist of skill level 5 or higher. Well, that's going to take a little while. Yeah, never mind. Okay. On Halfasa, we now have enough minerals. We'll go ahead and queue up the solar panel network as soon as our colony is done. Construction ship. Anything else we want to build right now? It's just research, and research is going to cost us energy that we're not going to have because a colony costs a lot of energy. So let's hold off on that for now. System survey complete. Good. Why don't you go ahead and research this system next? Just everything nearby. You could hover mouse over Unity costs at its screen. It's probably true. Hang on. Not sure if we're able to do that from this map mode. What's this? Okay, base cost. There we go. 56, 2 traditions, 53, 9 pops, 18. We don't have any other planets, but I think once we colonize another planet, then we'll see this go up as well by another flat percentage. 7 minerals down here. 10 and 7. Those are pretty good. We may want to consider building a frontier outpost in this kind of an area and block these guys off. Try to get more minerals. Let's see if there's anything useful over here. Yep, we got a negative balance. The colony ship is done. Let's go to Samdaran 3. Expansion planner. We will use this colony ship, and we will place it where? Probably where there's minerals and food. I can't remember if they changed that. Do planetary administrations or colonies no longer produce minerals and food? I think that's actually the case. I do seem to remember them changing that. That said, this is still a pretty good start, so let's go ahead and place you here. Why can't we? We're lacking the minerals we need. Ah! More minerals! So frustrating. You know what? In order to make sure we get this done, let's cancel the solar network. I want to get this going as soon as we can, because we're costing ourselves a lot of energy right now. There we go. Doop-a-doop-doop. There's 350. Hello. There we go. We'll place our colony right here. Samdram Prime? Sure. Sounds good. Let's colonize our first planet. That is going to cost us some influence to do that as well, but we have a reasonable amount of influence going on right now. Hive Mind does give you a flat +1, and we do have some technology that's helping with that as well. Colony ship, are you not going anywhere? You should be. Hang on, did I mess something up? Expansion planner. Planet already has a planned colony. Yeah. Are we? Oh, shoot, we're constructing another one. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm about to make a huge mistake. I'm sure people are about to scream at me in the chat based on the delay. There we go. Colonize with this one. Thank you. Okay, okay. I misread that. I apologize. Like I said, it's a new system for me. I'm not accustomed to using that screen. Haven't played Stellaris in quite a while, but yeah, that's how colony ships work. All right, all right. There we go. Another anomaly to be done. Third Armada is done. Let's go ahead and have him return. We'll join the Armada up. And we'll need to start constructing some more ships so that we can go to war sometime soon. I would love nothing better to annihilate the Rothak Empire and devour them as a food source. Voltum Mining Base. Remnants of a small Voltum Helium-3 mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Taurus 4. The blast that created the crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself. Very different mining techniques. Another research option for us. Let's go to the situation log. Need skill 3 or... Yeah, we need skill 4. Right now we have only skill 3, so we're going to have to wait on that one as well. It is actually time for us to put a cut in here for YouTube, so stand by, Twitch audience. Thank you all very much for watching on YouTube. I do hope you are enjoying. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video.